Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Because Jason wanted to safeguard Sonny and grow his legal business, he wouldn't let Sonny buy him out of Corinthos Coffee. Sonny disagreed with Jason's warning that he was making poor decisions and that he was in serious trouble and needed help. Sonny became enraged when Jason turned down his offer and threatened to leave if Jason didn't move aside. Molly Lansing Davis, in the meantime, tracked down Carly Spencer at the Metro Court and inquired about her perspective on the mayhem Christina Corinthos Davis saw. Unofficially, Carly expressed how heartbreaking it had been for Christina to witness the real Sonny, but she was sure that all would work out for Christina and the child. Carly saw Sonny after Molly had departed and inquired about his unsuccessful attempt to buy Jason out of Corinthos Coffee. Carly became worried by Sonny's statement that Jason was the target of what transpired next. Jason appeared doubtful that someone was holed up in the warehouse. Jason finally got into a gunfight with two gunmen, but he retaliated with his own pistol and eluded their attempts to kill him. Elizabeth Baldwin obtained copies of Gregory Chase's death certificate at GH. Gregory Chase provided an explanation for Hamilton Finn's recent poor decisions, hoping Liz would comprehend. Liz confirmed to Chase that she had discussed Gregory's memorial ceremony with Finn, and that she intended to attend. Laura Collins was unhappy about the leak and the deceptive slant when the Invader ran a piece about her desire to liberate the dangerous Heather Weber. Laura was only asking for her case to be re-examined. Curtis Ashford made the decision to speak with Laura directly after he and Portia Robinson were horrified by the report. As for Portia, she discovered that Jack Brennan had been given an order by John Jagger Cates to return right away to Pentonville, but she prevented it because Brennan was still recovering from surgery. John questioned Brennan about the stall tactics used by his lawyers as well as Anna Devine's involvement in Pikemen, as he suspected that Brennan might have given her more authority. John claimed he would question Anna about it after Brennan indicated he would have to, and he left. Reunited with Molly, she had an awkward talk about Christina with T. Ashford, so she was relieved when Portia requested a private conversation. As Heather's victims deserved to see her stay behind bars, Portia brought Molly up to date on the Invader piece, to which she was unaware. Curtis questioned Laura alone about her plans for Heather after Laura had discussed the PR crisis with Jordan Ashford. Laura made it apparent that her goal was to have Heather's case thoroughly re-examined, taking into account all available information, as her cobalt poisoning may have played a role in her actions. Her goal was not to liberate Heather. Laura thought that reassessing the situation was fair to Heather, even though she was unable to anticipate the outcome of the legal proceedings. Curtis intended to battle Laura on this with Portia after reminding her of all of Heather's victims and how unfair what had occurred to them. Christina is going to get upset over that and wonder how Blaze said something by accident. After she receives updates, Christina will see this as a betrayal and become enraged, leading to their first significant argument as a couple. Ava Jerome will then make an effort to get close to Natalia Ramirez and inquire about her newfound Sonny connection. Natalia may differ with Ava on a few points pertaining to Sonny, as she has hinted that they are not on the same page. With Sonny giving vague clues concerning Jason Morgan, Carly Spencer will be pressing for clarification. Carly will become terrified, thinking that Sonny has done something grave that he would never be able to undo. While there is a shootout occurring at the coffee warehouse at the moment, are the men that pursued Jason actually employed by Sonny? It's likely that they are in fact employed by pikemen. Diane Miller will nevertheless eventually show up to the PCPD and become enraged, screaming that there's no guarantee the police are going to believe you. Diane may be afraid that Sonny will be found guilty even though he is innocent of this. Although Jason will undoubtedly survive this warehouse attack, he might believe that Sonny is taking revenge for his refusal to be bought out of Corinthos Coffee. Following her investigation of the crime scene, Anna Devon will question officers at the PCPD, which may result in Sonny being placed under investigation. James Patrick Stewart's character Valentin Cassadine will be called in for a confidential meeting and will advise that this had better be significant. Jack Brennan might initiate this covert conversation to get Valentin's approval that their plan to eliminate Jason is moving forward. Fans of GA will remember that Valentin and Brennan talked about removing Jason for good and accusing Sonny of doing it. Jason will survive to tell the story, but Sonny will undoubtedly face a lot of criticism for trying to kill Jason. Drew, though, has served time in prison and is likely in need of some public relations assistance. Congressman Larry McConkey has already recommended that Drew adopt the more respectable last name Quartermain. Since McConkey has taken Drew under his wing and personally selected him for his congressional seat, maybe he might offer some additional advice. What if McConkey ends up saying that Drew would benefit from having a woman by his side? McConkey would contend that if Drew had the backing of a nice woman, he could win over more people. Drew may seem more like a guy who's settled down with a supporting partner and less like a swinging bachelor. Fans of General Hospital are aware that McConkey is close to and obviously trusts Nina Reeves. McConkey might make a suggestion that Nina and Drew would make a cute coupling for the campaign if he senses a good feeling between them. Nina has a quid pro quo going on with Drew and is keen to maintain gaining points with Willow Corinthos. Would Nina consent to a quick marriage in order to support Drew and get to know Willow better? It's simple to picture Scout Kane, Nina, Willow, and Drew posing for photos as a contented mixed family. If things go this far, Nina might have found her new road to happiness and might even develop strong feelings for her new husband. True, Nina had a contentious past, but she overcame it to lead Crimson successfully today. McConkey might perceive Nina and Drew as the resilient power couple who have overcome all of their setbacks. If marriage was to be a possibility, Drew and Nina would have to come clean about their relationship. Right now, Nina and Drew are only enjoying a discreet affair, but could it develop into something much more? Stay tuned for more predictions on whether Drew would pressure Nina into marriage in order to further his political career. There's no doubting that it would be an entertaining turn to this congressional tale. According to General Hospital teasers, Nina and Drew will continue to be involved, so check back for updates on all the shocking information that will be revealed. It is worth mentioning that there have been some rumors regarding behind-the-scenes cast reductions, including the departure of a well-known actress. Although Maura West is a well-liked force at GA, her persona seems to be making poor decisions all the time lately. Nobody would be shocked if the show was building toward Ava's departure based on the writing she's been receiving. Fans are left wondering who would fire at Ava and leave a wounded victim in the wake, although it's simple to envisage a scenario like that. If Ava was at the heart of a vindictive mystery, there would be a big number of potential suspects. Valentin Cassadine has noticed that Ava is hiding the information she found on Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Benard, tampered medication. Depending on where the narrative goes from here, Pikeman might pursue Ava. Alternatively, Sonny might take revenge on Ava in the future. It is possible that someone like Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mansi, could be driven to the brink and take a life. But Ava also made Nina Reeves an enemy, and Alexis Davis has now promised to make Ava regret reporting her for perjury. Could a whodunit plot be in the works given that in the upcoming weeks, even more characters will turn against Ava? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.